Hey everybody, I just wanted to hop on and talk to you, my beautiful busy ladies who are fit and happy. I wanted to talk to you about a phenomenon that I'm seeing as I have exploded into this business entrepreneur world. And so the phenomenon is pretty mind-boggling to me, but also like I see it so consistently and I have all my life. I'm now that I know what it is, it's like, wow, this is really consistent, mostly through different groups of people. So I want to talk about a couple different people groups, and entrepreneurs is one group, and like business people, and then the other group is just like the average Joe, so like somebody who works for somebody else or who's a stay-at-home parent, and there's this huge difference. And the big difference that I'm seeing that's really setting these two groups apart when it comes to my point of view is that these people who are in this like average Joe kind of category, they kind of keep themselves there. And the way that they do that is by not investing in themselves on these certain levels, where in the entrepreneur business person group, especially when you get into higher business level people, millionaires and billionaires, they invest in themselves constantly. I have coaches that have 5 or 6 or 7 coaches right now. They have coaches, they do self-development, they do energetic healing, they do mindset work, they do this kind of stuff constantly. It's literally like this huge mindset shift that I've gone through, where one of the first times I invested in myself, it felt like parting with money, that I was like, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know why I'm doing this. I feel driven to do this. I know it's like the right thing, but like I could use that money for so many other things, obviously, like always, right? But there's a little gnat flying around in my office. It's driving me bananas. But then I made this shift, and as I entered this world, I saw everybody else who was on this huge other side of this shift, and it really just is contagious when you're that person who's super driven, where they just cannot wait to spend more money on investing in themselves. They cannot wait to upgrade. They cannot wait to get to the next level. They cannot wait to do all these things. Got it. To upgrade themselves, which then up levels their business. And so there's even like this whole list of terminology that I wasn't really familiar with going into this world. And for me, like, it is what it is, right? I mean, it is what it is. Some people literally don't have the money. They're taking like food out of their kids' mouths, or a roof out from under their off. I don't even know how to say it. Like they're putting at risk their basic needs. Okay, that's not what I want anybody to do when investing in me or any other coach or any other mindset program or training or program. Okay, but there's this huge variety of financial capabilities, and most of us have some money. And the crazy thing is that when you start investing in yourself, what happens is you expand who you are, your mentality, your heart, your abilities, so much that it's really a cycle to where you're like, I want more. I can only do so much with this. But the more I invest, the more I learn, the more I upgrade, the more that I'm coached, the more that I'm healing, the more I can expand, the bigger my universe, my dream can become. And so it was like I made this initial investment, and it was like, nobody else I know does this. Why am I doing this? This feels kind of crazy. And it felt like this like effort. It felt like a lot of effort. And then I came around to my second investment, and I was like, please take my money. I cannot wait to get the value out of this. And by value, I didn't have in mind $1, not $1. The value for me is the expansion, the knowledge, the up-leveling, the ability to dream bigger, because I have expanded my own energy, my own mindset, my own healing. Okay, so these millionaires, these billionaires, They're constantly doing this. They look at deep healing. They look at mindset. They look at traumas and recovering from those. They look at energetic healing modalities. They look at being coached and business coaching and mindset coaching and personal coaching and life coaching. They do this kind of stuff constantly. And there is obviously a big difference between these two groups of people. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this group of people. I've been a stay-at-home homeschooling mom without any career for a decade, okay, over a decade, 13 years, and I love it. It's beautiful. But as I go into this field, and I'm considered a newbie, right? I'm less than a year into my business. And, I've got a huge business mentality just naturally. I'm a hungry for more kind of a person. I'm very, very driven. So I'm kind of launch padding. Like a lot of people kind of slow and trickle, and I'm just kind of like all in. But what I see is that there's a lot of people over here in this group who don't want to be here, that want to expand their dream, that want to expand their reality, but they're not in that mentality. They're not in that place. They're not in that mindset of, I need to invest. This takes investment. And what kind of investment? Most of them have no clue. So it's like, I would hate to go through life seeing so many people that could benefit from Reiki, from mindset shift, from business coaching, from life coaching, from trauma healing, from all of these things in a huge way, like literally changing their lives, changing the level to which they can dream and expand and live and enjoy their lives. These are big things, right? Just because they weren't ready to make that investment. And here's what I'm here to say. The investment is always worth it. This isn't about money. Let's say you're looking at life coaching or nutritional coaching. It is always going to pay you back 1,000,000 times, okay? The universe always is going to give you back a value of some kind that's 10 times what you could have possibly imagined, and it's going to allow you to launch to the next step. And what's crazy is I became able to make these investments in myself that are bigger because for years I've been making investments in myself on littler things, not littler things, but smaller costs. So like I've made a ton of investment in my health by spending a lot of money on really good food. I've made a ton of investment on my health by seeing a chiropractor and doing a lot of energetic healing with him and then with her. So I've had some food allergies, medical, like medicine allergies, back pain, neck pain that was really very severe. A lot of things with my body that have forced me to go, I'm going to invest because I don't want to. I kind of felt like I had two roads. I had like the prescriptions road and the surgeries, and like those were just going to snowball. It would just be more prescriptions and more surgeries, and I'd be dependent my whole life. Or I was going to invest in my health. And so I made a huge shift in my mindset then, right? Like 10 years ago, where I went, I'm either going to invest in the good food now, or I'm going to pay for prescriptions, way more prescriptions as I age and as my body gets older, right? And so I set this pattern, but what I didn't know I was doing was setting a pattern to become a really successful entrepreneur. Because really successful business people and really successful entrepreneurs invest in themselves constantly. There's like this understanding, this underlying, unspoken, unwritten understanding in the business world where people are really making a lot of money that like you have a coach, you have 2 or 3 or 5 or 7 coaches, especially if you are a coach. You don't ever just sit still. It's a constant uprise. It's a constant up leveling. And so I just want to bring that to like the people who want to hear that. Like there are some people who are perfectly happy where they are, and that's fine. That's beautiful. But the part over here that gets like stagnant and sad and like friction is when people are over here, but they want to create something bigger. Maybe it's not business, maybe it's just their dream overall, but they have no idea how to get there. And I can't tell you, I do interviews constantly with people who are interested in my private coaching and Reiki program who are like, I don't know if I can afford that. I'm going to have to think about that. And there are always people who are in that place of life. When I get on the phone with the entrepreneurs, with the business people, they're like, let's do it. They don't even think about it. Money is not even a factor for them. And it's not because all of them are rolling in dough. It's because all of them know that in order to grow, they have to invest in themselves. In order to expand, in order to up level, in order to continue rising up, they have to expand. They have to heal deeply. This is huge. You cannot be enormously successful and maintain it unless you have healed at the core, most deep core level. They have to have knowledge. They have to have a mindset change. And it's not one change. It's never ending change. Okay. They have to have life coaching. Like, where am I investing my energy? What do I need to let go of? What's holding me back? Like, there's so many pieces of this. And that's why they're continually doing it, because they know they're going to get so much out of a coach, or they're going to get so much out of a program, and they're going to expand. But then that's as far as they can go with that piece. And so they want more. They want more every time. And it's like, I'm in that place and I'm in that community and I see it, and it's so powerful. It's exhilarating to be in that environment where people are constantly fighting and working to be bigger, to be better, to be happier, to be more complete. There's like cat hair flying around me. Okay. As human beings, they want more life. They want more living. They want to feel satisfied in their relationships. They want to feel like they have enough money to do all the things that they want to do. They want to feel like they have resolution with their past and their childhood. They want to feel like their body is in the right condition for them. They want to feel like they've got the mindset to just do everything that they possibly could ever even dream of that they want to do. They want it all. And they're willing to invest. And let's be really clear before we move on. The investment, the financial investment, is like a grain of sand. It is nothing compared to the self that they invest. Okay. When I invest in a coach or a program, the financial investment takes me that long. A second. Here's my credit card. Swipe. Done. The development, the work, the effort, the time, the deep inner reflection that it takes to move through that program, that's the investment. That's the value. And they see that. And I think that's the big difference is over here, people are so ingrained in the financial. They don't understand the potential value when they invest in self. And investing in self, like, money is just energy currency. That's all it is. It's just energy. Okay, I work for you for 3 hours and you give me this many dollars. That's just like, it's the same as bartering and trading. Okay, it's just been kind of glorified. Like, money is this really crazy cool thing, but it's been around always. It just hasn't always been printed on paper. Okay, if we're trading chickens or money, we're still trading valuable time and energy and personal effort. And that's what these people see. They don't see money as like this limited thing. Like, money they see as this like unlimited, bountiful thing. And when they shift to that mindset, it just flows. It just flows, and it's so simple. And so I just wanted to come to you and talk to you about, if you're looking at investing in yourself, think of the investment in yourself, not the financial investment, because the investment in yourself is a mountain compared to the grain of sand that the finances are, because money comes and goes. It does. Like, I've been a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids for 13 years, kind of 3.5. I have a stepson also, right? And money comes and goes. there's always been like these times, think about it in your life, where you're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? How are we going to get through? And you're still here. You always get through. You always do. And the same thing happens when you start making those bigger financial investments, those bigger investments in self. It expands you because you're doing the deep work, the inner healing, the reflection of self. And so if you're feeling like I want more, put in the investment. Don't hesitate. Don't think about it too long. It takes a second to make the swipe, but the change that it's going to make in your life will be profound, and it will be lifelong, and it will be just the beginning. Just the beginning. There is a reason that millionaires and billionaires are constantly doing journaling and meditation and energy healing and trauma healing and mindset shifting and business training and life coaching. They do this every day. They have multiple people helping them and training them and teaching them and tutoring them, and they never stop because they want to live more life. So if you want to live more life, invest in you, because you are your life. You are the dream maker, and you have every capability of making your dreams, whatever they might be, come true. And when you expand, your dreams are going to expand too. Things that you would have never thought possible are going to be something that you're like, I can do this. So start somewhere, whether it's with me doing Reiki and mindset and intuitive coaching, or with another coach doing business coaching or nutritional coaching, or with a program that's a training program. Like, make the investment, because you can do a lot of things on your own, journaling and meditation, and there's a million free trainings out there, and there's like limitless books out there on self-help and expansion and growth. However, it's not the same as having another person dedicated, pushing you through, that you're accountable to, and who is investing in you. Because here's the deal, you might have paid them, but they have spent so many hours, so many days, so many weeks, and so many months, and so many years gaining the knowledge that they are going to then use to help up level your life. That's what you're paying for. You're not paying for this training. You're paying for the life work of another person to kind of like seep into you in this rapid succession, so that you can expand and grow and up level and enjoy more life too. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about. I hope that you are really valuing yourself to the utmost level, because everybody deserves to live the most life possible, and to enjoy every moment, and to dream as big as possible and make those dreams come true. So I will talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching this live, put #live. If you're seeing the replay, put #replay, and I will see you soon. Mwah.